Hey everybody, welcome back to Farming Simulator 25, Zielonka Hard Mode, episode 77. So last episode we bought a nice new big old tractor, and I was kind of going between wanting the tractor and wanting a forage harvester. And immediately upon opening the game, I looked in the sale and there is a Jaguar 990 TerraTrack for 260,000, which I can't afford because I bought the tractor. The tractor was still an important purchase and very good. And we also bought a bunch of land. We bought 31 and 29 and 28. So we are short only 17 to make the big ol' field. Although I think I'm just going to combine 29 and 28 and combine 8, 31, 19, and 30 into their own big field. And later, if we decide, we can actually continue that combination. But for now, I think it would be a good time to get our, we also repaired this guy so he can actually run the plow. No point in using something too big. Well, we have to find the plow. So those guys I'm not going to combine yet because they have canola in them, and I don't want to waste that at all. And there's no point in, I can't plant canola so right now, so there's no point in making them combined. But the two down there can be turned into a field. Although I'm considering getting the cultivator creates fields mod, because I could make straighter, happier fields. I do kind of want to cut this before actually turning it into something else, but I'm not too worried about it when it comes down to it. So we are going to slap down let's see, are we 270? Yeah, so create field. That's pretty close. It makes a little I think that does it. I can hope. I know this snow-covered field here on the left doesn't have anything in it, so that's fine. Like I said, I'll cut this, but I'm not worried about losing a little bit of it. Alright, so this should be set at 90. So I guess what we're gonna do is just move on. I will check on everything to make sure. But I don't think there's much else we can do. Maybe we can fertilize the poplar fields. No, everything's fertilized. Those guys are waiting for March, along with that guy. The three green fields you see, 34, 32, and 49, are waiting for March when we can plant the sunflower in them. Maybe in March we'll hit that other field with sunflower as well. But maybe we'll just do barley or something. What do we got here? I don't think anything can be planted in January. Yeah, nope. February is cotton, but March is when we plant our sunflowers. And then come July and August, we can hit up all of the other fields. Let's go make sure that we have water. That'll live through another year. The chickens are fed. Let's make sure our greenhouse, the greenhouse we still have to put water in, has water. So yeah, when I can afford it, I'm going to buy 17, that long one right there, and I'm going to cut it off at the road here and use that area for either greenhouses or productions or something. Might even make a good sheep field. But then once we have 17, we have this whole zone. This can become a field. And the last thing we really need to check on is the water buffaloes. They have everything they need. Mineral feed is low, but we are also low. So that'll last another month. Next month, our lettuce sales can probably fund us a little. We'll look at our productions and the oil mill. Okay, it can hold 50,000 liters. I do not need to empty it every month. I can let it build up. It's the chickens that can't hold any excess eggs. We can't store any excess eggs in there. So we got plenty of sunflowers and plenty of room for the other oils. So I do believe, and the chickens are good. And yeah, we'll need to go move eggs out of the way. Oh good, the snow is gone mostly, or is going. It's actually doing a feeding right now. But they're up on food. We've got 100 cows, 100 water buffalo cows now. That's pretty good. And we got 4,000 liters of buffalo milk. We ought to go sell soon. And we're good on everything else. So we need to sell and plant that stuff. As far as that other field goes, I'm thinking I'm going to plant it in sunflower this time to go with everything else. So let's go get the planting started. If we can find the tractor. It'll be our first time using this tractor for anything. Oh, it needs liquid fertilizer. Hopefully we have enough. Unfortunately, it won't plant without fertilizer. We do not have enough. So we will buy some more. We will buy 2,000 liters, which is all we've got the money for. On top of what it had and what we put in it, maybe that'll be enough. I sure hope so. Got plenty of seed though, so that's no issue. The small poplar's looking pretty good. Let's see again, because sunflowers are harvested in October, and we can plant barley in October. So we can harvest the sunflowers and fill this with barley. Yeah, that's the play. Wonder if we can plant directly on top of the grass or not. Alright, I have had this thing available as a mod that's a bale pusher attachment, and I've been meaning to get it and forgetting over and over. I think it's time we do get it prior to picking up these bales. It's supposed to, if I can find it, it's supposed to both push bales out of the way and possibly turn them. Okay, I have no idea where it would be though. That's a bit of an issue. Is finding it. It wasn't in the baling area. I don't think it would be in loading since the tools. Yeah. Interesting. I should have like looked at what category it was or even what brand. Mods and DLCs. Ah, the Agco weight pusher. That's what it is. So it's in weights. Huh. Thought it would be a little, thought it looked a little wider. Okay, so we want things to be pushed to the right. What is the screw for? Oh, that's in the back. We don't need a hitch. I have no idea what the screw is for. I think left and right is the way to go. We don't really need a lot of weight. So 800 seems good, and that will just kind of allow the bales to go to one side or the other rather than being shoveled under. So we'll run down and get that, and I'll be right back. Alright, we're back with the weight pusher, and it looks pretty good. So then we will see how well it works. We've got to go pick up that planter, and I realized that there was one field along our run that I had purchased and we haven't planted yet. So I figure that one gets sunflowers as well, and then we can barley the whole place up next time around. Or I can leave it empty until such time as it's time to plant canola. Which at that point we'll be combining all those fields and putting one thing in them anyway. Well, this bale pusher doesn't seem to really do much different. Needs to be a bit wider if you ask me. But for a little experiment, it's not terrible. I didn't waste a lot of money on it. If this wasn't hard mode, I'd probably lease it and try it out first. Find out whether it was worth the effort. I guess it will add a little weight to the front of the tractor when I'm dumping. Like when I drop all this grass off. And then between now and next episode, I will get those awnings, the awnings mod installed, and we can add some awnings around. Hopefully they actually attach to the cow barn, because that's like a perfect spot to store bales. Although I don't need to store the grass bales there. $18 round bales, pretty cool. I don't want to store them as raw grass though in the silo, so I'm going to need to drop them off somewhere. But there is not the right spot. Because we will eventually be getting our cows, or our sheep or goats, both of whom eat grass. I guess just over here somewhere will be fine for the moment. We really do need a bale shed. But I think we can basically create one with those awnings. So let's see here. Yeah, that does actually feel a little better. So having the weight on it is, I guess, a good thing. Don't really need this with the bigger tractors, so I'll just put it here. We've got to go sell milk. We've also got to get the case and the planter back up here to plant up. No, if I put sunflowers in there, then we can only do barley on that field. If I don't, we can do canola. I've decided this is not a big enough area to put the sheep in. I think that might just get a dairy or something eventually. I would probably be big enough for the dairy, and that would be a logical place to have a dairy. But until we can afford the dairy and decide to get it instead of other things, we're going to have to keep going down and selling at the local dairy, which is down the other end of the map. Yeah, I'm going to have a quick look at, let's say, so we could do canola in September. Oh, but that's when you plant wheat, not when you grab it. So it looks like there's really... Okay, we plant oats now. We grab them in July. Yep, okay, we're going to plant oats in that field. And then in July we can combine everything and put the canola in. Because the canola is not... I don't think we've yet managed to max out... I don't think we've yet managed to max out the oil mill on canola to the point where from harvest to sell it hasn't run out of canola. So I'd like to do that at least once. Okay, while I had recording off for the drive down here to the dairy, I went ahead and found that awnings mod I was talking about. Turns out it's like scrap shelter or something. And we're gonna see if that has any value. This should be like 12 grand. So we should be able to afford that. 15. Nice. So, and while I was there, I installed the time-saving stock check mod and the road pack or whatever it is, the road creation mod. So the roads creation mod, I believe, actually allows AI to route there, to route on those roads according to what the mod said. So we'll be playing with that. I'll probably actually play with it in a test environment before I actually come out and use it here. The road segments are $10 each. I know that much. But as far as the time-saving stock check goes, there's a new icon here that shows us everything we've got, the best station to sell at, I believe, and when to sell it. And so they say these things are all best in March, which so far is nothing we care about. Oh, and the total value of what you've got. So I have $13,000 worth of silage in probably, oh, in the cowshed. But it's not showing me the silage on the ground. I hope they can fix that. And how much straw we've got. So it's a pretty good mod. It's not perfect, but it's pretty good. Looking through it, so we've got not enough sunflower oil to do anything, and the canola oil is only what's on the spawner or in the thing, I think. I'm not actually 100% sure. It looks like I've caused a little bit of a traffic jam. But yeah, so we're gonna take this back and go get the sunflower planter. Well, the planter. And I wonder, yeah. Right, that's put away. And we're doing fairly well. Now, let's go over here and have a look at our shed bits. Okay, so that's... How big is that? Right, so the idea is to stick it up on that kind of thing. I think there's a bigger one. Right, 12. Be nice if I could actually change its height some. I don't think there's anything even bigger. So that's one idea. The other idea is to just get a shed like this in there, which I could totally put down here. I know it says it overlaps, but that fits like perfectly. So, and looks like it will hold exactly what I want it to hold. So if we toggle free mode, we can set air down right about here. Really get it lined up so it doesn't bug me. And put it in. See, now I don't feel weird about having the hay here, and I won't feel weird about having the straw in here. I know it doesn't actually matter in terms of gameplay, but it was still bugging me having these things outside. So that done, and that leaves us 14,000. Now I don't know where I'm gonna store the, I don't know where I'm gonna put the sheep or their, I'm gonna have a little shed for their grass overflow obviously. But I don't want to put the grass over there because it could be quite a while, and I want to fill that up. Stick another load of silage and another load of hay in there. So, right, that basically covers everything we needed to do in March, and seems like a good setup for ending the episode. I still can't get... There's another mod I should install that allows you to do perfectly straight lines when painting without any weird setup. So I may come and paint grass along this edge. I'm not going to do it on this edge, but I'll probably end up doing it on this edge and these top edges here, bottom edges. Well, that one. It's going to be two fields, one long one and one comprising of 29 and 28. But we've got everything in, and as far as I know, except for the things that were just planted, we've got a fertilized 9, 34, 32, and 49. And let's see. And it looks like the weeds might have been properly killed off, for the moment anyway. So right, and this case tractor is doing pretty good, so I'm stoked on that purchase. The next thing we'll be doing is, the next major thing we'll be doing is canola harvest and some fertilizing. Canola doesn't sell until January, so which actually means that we did already wrap around once on the canola, because this is canola from last harvest that should have sold in January but didn't because we had too much of it, which is cool. We've still got 41,000 liters of sunflowers, so those are wrapped as well, and we're going to be sticking more in October. I don't know if it'll make it to October or not, but hey, it's all good. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I will catch you next time.